Hello there. This is a teaching on inventory valuation. It is one of the 3 series where we have covered already the first in, first out inventory valuation method and arrived at that table. We would now want to use the same exercise to deliver the last in, first out inventory valuation method. Last in, first out means that if you have issued inventory on the 23rd of March, I want to identify what is the closest inventory that I received to this date. It will be the 19th of March. So we'll start with the issuing out from the cohort of items that you received on the 19th of March. You can see we received only 200, not enough. So I keep going upwards. On the 12th of March, I received 100 units. That brings me to 300 units that are issued. So I am done at finding the cost of the 300 units. So you have 200 units and then you have 100 units, which brings me to the 300 units I issued out. The 200 units cost me £1,200 and then the 100 units cost me £1,000. So you take the total amount as you have it there in the table above. Then we have the closing inventory. So the closing inventory on the 23rd of March will be from inventory received on the 5th of March. So we've issued out those two. Then we have the really oldest inventory. So the 5th of March will become my closing inventory, which I bought at £400. Then you received inventory on the 27th of March, 300 units. So I just want to throw that in there. You then issued out inventory on the 30th of March. So again, I have to ask myself, what is the closest inventory that we received to the 30th of March date? And in my case, it is the 27th of March. And you will see we received 300 units on the 27th of March. And it cost me $18.60. So I want to find out the cost of 200 units out of that quantity. So I pick up on them the cost of 200 units. So you would be expected to do 1860 divided by 300 times 200, which will give me 1240. And that will be my cost of issue. Then we have to find the closing inventory. The closing inventory will be made up of the remaining units in this bracket that you have not yet issued, which is 100 units. So we have 100 units from that bracket, and it will cost us £620, which again is 1860 divided by 300 times 100. So 1860 divided by 300 times 100 will give me the value of the remaining 100 units that I have not yet issued from the bracket I bought on the 27th of March. And as well, you then have the closing inventory coming from old that we've not used at all yet. Those 100 units there, we've not touched them at all, because remember we received another set of inventory, and it is from that recent inventory that we received that we issued out at the end of the month. So the old one is still in our stores. So when they ask me the closing inventory, I have to trail all the inventory that I have not yet issued. So you have another 100 from them, which will add up to your 200, and the value cost me £400. So the closing inventory at the end of the month under the last in first out inventory valuation method will cost us £1,020, and you have to be careful where it has all come from, the different groups that it has come from. I hope this has been useful. Again, please follow us on social media, connect with us, like us, follow us, and let's get talking, let's get chatting. I hope it has been useful. The rest of it is study ongoing. Adios. Don't forget to subscribe to the video.